Welcome back to the channel, and today, we have something truly special, an absolute legend on four wheels. The 1935 Ford Mustang Boss 429. A car that shouldn't even exist in this era, yet here it is, a beast that combines raw muscle with classic Ford heritage. This is a rare gem, a machine that redefined performance back in the day, and even now, it demands attention wherever it goes. Let's start with what makes this car an instant head-turner, the exterior. The design of the Boss 429 is pure aggression. The long hood, the muscular stance, and the widened fenders all scream performance. The massive hood scoop isn't just for show, it's there to feed air into the monstrous 429 cubic inch V8 that sits underneath. The chrome bumpers, the iconic fastback design, and the classic Mustang grille make this car an undeniable masterpiece. Every line and curve has a purpose, and Ford made sure it looked just as powerful as it performs. The wide stance isn't just for aesthetics, it was designed to accommodate the massive engine and give the car better stability at high speeds. It rides on period-correct Magnum 500 wheels wrapped in wide Goodyear polyglass tires, keeping it planted on the road while giving it that signature muscle car look. Step inside, and it's like taking a trip back in time. The interior of the Boss 429 is simple yet purposeful. No unnecessary distractions, just a focus on driving. The black vinyl bucket seats provide enough support to keep you in place when you're pushing this beast to its limits. The dashboard is classic Mustang, with a straightforward layout featuring a speedometer, tachometer, and all the essential gauges to keep track of what's happening under the hood. The wood-rimmed steering wheel adds a touch of elegance to the otherwise aggressive cabin. The 4-speed manual transmission is an absolute joy to work with, giving you complete control over the raw power at your disposal. Unlike modern performance cars loaded with screens and buttons, the Boss 429 sticks to the essentials, just you, the car, and. Now, let's talk about what really makes this Mustang a legend, the performance. Under the hood sits the heart of this beast, a 429 cubic inch V8 engine, producing an underrated 375 horsepower. But let's be real, everyone knows this engine made way more power than Ford claimed. Some estimates put it at well over 500 horsepower, and when you hear this thing rev, you'll believe it. The Boss 429 wasn't just any Mustang, it was built with NASCAR in mind. Ford needed to homologate the engine for racing, and the best way to do that was by putting it into a street-legal Mustang. The result? One of the most powerful. Acceleration is brutal. The car launches with authority, and once you shift through the gears, the power just keeps coming. The massive engine pulls hard, and while the handling isn't exactly what you'd call precise by today's standards, it has a raw and unfiltered driving experience that modern cars just can't replicate. The suspension is stiff, and the steering is heavy, but that's what makes it so engaging to drive. No electronic assists, no traction control, just pure mechanical connection between the driver and the. So, what does it take to own one of these legendary machines today? Well, if you're lucky enough to find one for sale, be prepared to pay a hefty price. Back in 1969, the Boss 429 had a sticker price of around $4,900, a lot of money at the time. But today, these cars can easily fetch anywhere from $300,000 to over $500,000 at auctions, depending on the condition and originality. Pristine examples, especially those with matching numbers and factory original parts, are considered highly collectible and can command top dollar. With only around 1,300 units ever built, the Boss 429 is a rare piece of automotive history, and its value continues to rise year after year. The 1935 Ford Mustang Boss 429 is more than just a car, it's a symbol of an era when muscle cars ruled the streets. It represents the peak of American performance engineering, built with one purpose, to dominate. The combination of its aggressive design, race-bred engine, and raw driving experience makes it one of the most sought-after Mustangs ever produced. If you ever get the chance to see one in person, or better yet, drive one, consider yourself lucky, because this is the kind of car that defines what. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more classic car content, and let me know in the comments, what's your favorite muscle car of all time. See you in the next one.